Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today we are doing I say today, because over the past sort of few weeks / month I've been filming different clips for a doing book stuff video. So this is, we've got a haul, we've got some reading journal stuff, we've got a bit of bookshelf reorganisation, we've got a few different bits in here. So yeah, if you're looking forward to doing various bookish activities with me, then just keep watching. Okay, we're updating the reading journal. Currently, I have a bunch of photos I need to print out to go in of books I've read that I didn't have pictures already printed out of. And I also have many reviews I need to write, and I've just got a few bits to update. So yeah, let's get to updating. Okay, so I've got 3 pages of book covers to print out. I usually do a small version, which I do about 3.5 centimeters, and then the big version's 5 centimeters on Word, so they're all the exact same size. So obviously I haven't read all these yet. The ones at the top I have, and then these ones are ones I'm thinking I want to read, / there's a few I've done duplicates of because I want to read them this summer. So it's going to go in my summer TBR. But yeah, I'm going to print these off. Cut these out, not print these off. I have printed them off. I'm going to cut them out now. Okay, I don't think the camera battery died. Or maybe it did die. Or maybe it just overheated. I'm not entirely sure. So I've stuck down all of the covers of the books that I have read, and I have worked out my stats for April and May, because after this I'm going to film my April and May wrap up, because tomorrow is the 1st of June as I'm filming this. So that's good. We're now, before I set up my June front page, I want to do my summer TBR, which is why I've printed these off. Listen, my winter TBR I had printed off 4, 8, 11 and read 1, 2, 3, 5 of them, 6 of them, so that wasn't too bad. My summer TBR I did less. I did 9 not my summer, my spring TBR, I did 9. I've only read 3 of them and I DNF'd another one. So I've decided I'm just going to do 6 this time because apparently I can't stick to a TBR. Okay, we have my summer TBR. I think all I have to do now, to be honest, I have yet to fill out any of this. I might put this later on in the video if I decide to do it. But right now I have so many reviews I still need to write, whether I remember them. My Throne of Glass ones, I'm just gonna have to write while I'm editing the video because I literally can't remember. So I want to do like the last 3 books I read at least. And the other ones I'm gonna have to watch stuff to be able to write it out, which is fine. Okay, I am wearing shorts, just to put it out there. So, I've just filmed my April and March wrap up. So, I have all these books to put away. Okay, the problem is, I'm gonna have to try and shout so you can hear me very well. The problem is, well, both of these are my have read shelves, okay? I can fit the one romance book on here that needs to go on. I don't know where because my BK Borison's here, but we'll figure it out. But my fantasy is getting quite full, and I have the whole of Throne of Glass to put on here, and I kind of want to put it with A Court of Thorns and Roses. So I thought, let's film a little reorganisation tour. So I have this plastic box because, as you can see down here, we have all my BTS like merch and photo albums slash magazines, and I do have an idea of where I want to go. It's just not feasible right now, so I'm not putting them away for good. They will be displayed, but just for now, so I can have that shelf back, they are going away. So first things first, we need to put them away. fact I managed to get 4 of the icons is absolutely mad to me, but I'm really sad that I didn't get all of them. He's not gonna go in. Not everything's gonna fit. Okay. And Baby Cookie and Baby Jimmy and the Dynamite version of Jimin and Jungkook Funko Pops are not able to go in. To be honest, I don't even think this can go in. I don't think my regular Jimmy can go in. But at least most of the stuff can, so that's better than nothing. Does that work? Okay, this is a terrible angle. I bought a wide angle lens adapter. It's barely wide angle. I'm going to send it back. It's just not good enough. Anyway, we're going to focus on this shelf. So basically we need to take Fourth Wing and the Crown of Nyaxia series off. We won't quite have enough space if I keep the special edition of A Coat of Thorns and Roses. We won't quite have space for Crescent City, but that's fine. That's fine. I need something to fill this for right now. So what could we do? Because this will eventually just be a Sarah J Maas shelf, but I still need to take advantage of the space. So what could we do? Maybe I'll do Phantasma and these, although I will need an Enchanter at some point. That's a problem for another day. This is like the big overhaul, the little mini changes I make every month. That's different. Oh! Maybe instead of these two, we'll put you in, because you feel a bit of Coat of Thorns and Roses-y. Okay, we need... Okay, we have the special edition of Fearless that matches these. I still need to get the paperback eventually to match the paperbacks I've got, so I need to turn this round. Although honestly, like, this is too pretty to not just display as it is, but anyway, I need to figure out how to do this. Hang on. Okay, we've switched it. Honestly, well, I mean, I like these and everything. If it wasn't for the fact that the baby pink with bright red and like amethyst purple did not go together at all, I would have these better because they are gorgeous hardcovers. But unfortunately the tones just don't go. So also, if you see an underwear line, just mind your business. Okay, these this pair of pants specifically are very comfy. They're just thick. I don't know why. Okay, so I'm tempted to put this shelf down at the bottom with like the YAs, and maybe move any YA fantasy down there. Although this is YA fantasy. But currently it's like, I mean, I've got fantasy at the very top with like the House of Night series and Vampire Academy. And then this just kind of makes it weird in the middle. So I'm going to move this shelf down. Okay, I'm not fully happy with it, but at least everything fits. And that's the... Oh, no it doesn't. I had 2 more. Okay, I'm going to pop you here for now. And you... will fit nicely in there. But now I don't know where to put you. I mean, really, do I need the old covers of the off-campus series? No. But my brother got me them, and then the new covers came out, and I was like, oh, I need those. And I feel bad getting rid of them, so... Okay, so we've still got, like, the books I read when I was younger at the very top. We've then moved my, like, vampire-y, witchy books here with 4th Wing, because I didn't know where else to put them, and last year's / the year before's reading journal. Then we've got all my YA fantasy. And then we've got Sarah J Maas, and then randomly Phantasma and Quicksilver there. Then we have sort of regular adult fantasy. And then we've got my dark romance shelf, and that is Alfie's Paw. And then at the bottom we've got my YA, like mystery / thrillers, my one random Greek mythology, my Korean and Japanese translated fiction, and then dark academia going into literary fiction. And then I didn't know what to do with Priest, Sinner, Saint and Gothic Hornet. Gothic Hornet is a dark romance, I suppose that could go back on the shelf, but Priest, Sinner and Saint aren't really dark romances, so I don't know where to put them. And then the romance shelf hasn't really changed. Obviously I've taken off the old covers of the Off-Campus and Briar U series. I still haven't actually read Briar U. These are little wooden tulips I got from Keukenhof in Amsterdam. So I've put the Briar U series and the Off-Campus series up here with, I think this is just called the Summer series, and I've got some books I don't know where to put. This is too tall for me to actually get those straight, so that's as best I can make it. Lauren Asher and Emily Henry shelf hasn't changed. Neither has my Anna Huang shelf. Just the sports romances, so that's a bit neater now that this one's not on the top and these two are not on the top. So my small town romances, the summer series came off here, so it's meant that my BK bras aren't going to go together. Do you like how I've put a little cupcake in front of Mixed Signals where she is a baker? And then these bottom 2 shelves haven't changed. I know there's space down here, but I kind of put the books I'm waiting to haul there at the moment, but that'll change, I know that. So yeah, that's the bookshelves currently. God knows they're going to change multiple times more. Okay, I have a couple books that I bought off TikTok Shop from Hachette, who is now available, kind of like HarperCollins. You can buy through them on TikTok. You can now buy it through Hachette. So I made an order, and I'm not going to be buying any books in the next couple of weeks to warrant. I'm not going to be buying enough books to warrant a full haul, so I thought I would put this little haul in my doing bookish things video. It just makes sense. So one of these books I've already read, and that is 7 Days in June, because I really wanted to read it in June. This is by Tia Williams. It's about these 2 authors who knew each other back in the day when they were teenagers, and now they kind of write about each other, and it's about 15 years later, and they sort of bump into each other and reconnect. So yeah, I'm very glad I managed to get this because I couldn't find it anywhere. It was on the Waterstones website. I could have ordered it, but it was half price, so even better. Yeah, I'm really glad I got it. Really glad I could read it in June, and I also really enjoyed it, so yeah. The next one I got is An Education in Malice by S.T. Gibson. I think this came out towards the end of last year, maybe like October, November time. I read A Diary of Blood by S.T. Gibson last year, and I did enjoy this. This one was like, it was basically Dracula's First Bride. I don't know what I'm trying to say. This one is giving dark academia with some romance. Katie Robert, who I've read one of her books before, and I have her Neon God series. Just there, I haven't read that yet. She's put praise on the back. Rachel Gillig, who I loved One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns, she's also put it on the back. So Katie Robert, stunningly gorgeous and devastatingly romantic, so that sounds good. And Rachel Gillig said, an intoxicating perfume that lingers, an undying love story where beauty and horror clasp hands. Ooh, that does sound good. And then, oh, actually, the author of this book has blurbed it as well. I haven't read this one yet, but she is Sydney J. Shields, says, Gibson's fang-sharp prose and unflinching honesty create a delicate and fearless exploration of love and longing. That sounds like this is going to be really good. So yeah, it sounds like it's like a dark academia romance. It's kind of giving Gothicana by Runix. We're at St. Perpetua's College, isolated and ancient, not a place for timid girls. Ooh. Secrets are currency, ambition is lifeblood, and strange ceremonies welcome students into the fold. Okay, this sounds like it's going to be really good. I'm wondering if it's... I was about to say I'm wondering if it's the teacher, like in Gothicana. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh no, so Laura and Carmilla have an academic rivalry, and then the professor also has an obsession with Carmilla. So is it sapphic as well? This sounds really good. I'm very excited to get into this, honestly. I'm probably going to save this for autumn though and read it in like a dark, spooky vibe. Okay, this one is a little bit out of my comfort zone because I don't think it's a genre I've ever read before, and that is The Unmaking of June Farrow by Adrienne Young. I've heard a lot of good things about this book. I've heard a lot of good things about this author. This seems to be... This is the thing. The three people who put praise on the back are three very different authors. We've got Jodi Picoult, who is like a women's fiction, literary fiction writer. Stephanie Garber and Rebecca Ross. Okay, Stephanie Garber and Rebecca Ross are kind of similar. They do the YA fantasy. But Jodi Picoult doesn't seem to fit in there. But so, you never know. So there's something about a curse that's haunted this family for generations. Her mother's disappeared. June is keeping a secret. And the town's got like a dark history. So, okay, it says, upon crossing the threshold, June embarks on a journey that will not only change both the past and the future, but entangle her fate and her heart in a star-crossed love. So there's romance in it. It sounds like there's maybe some sort of fantastic, maybe not fantasy, but maybe like magical realism, mystery, secrets. It does sound very interesting, and it's not a super long book. It's like just over 300 pages, so I thought I would give it a go. Okay, next, this book has been on my TBR like since I got into reading, and it might not be as good as I would have found it years ago, but you never know. It's interesting anyway. And that is The Roommate by Rosie Danan. This used to have a different cover. This also used to be in the works. I could have got this so much cheaper, but they don't no longer do it. So I think he might be an adult film star of some variety, whether that's OF or something different. I think that's what I'm getting from the back here. But basically, she's subletting, I'm guessing like his spare room or something during the summer, and she's meant to be this good girl vibes. Yeah, it sounds interesting. It sounds like it's just fun, completely unserious, maybe a bit spicy. Okay, the last two books, I was not quite prepared for the size, especially the second one. So the first book in this series I read this month, the Book of Azrael. So I did enjoy it, but my god, that was a long book because the writing's so small. Every page is full of words, so it feels like it takes longer to read because I'm trying not to get like... Do you remember that whole thing with Yana and everyone was like, oh my god, she doesn't want to read the book she's reading, and everyone completely took what she was saying out of context or misunderstood what she was saying. What I'm saying is the book felt long because the words were smaller and therefore there was more words on the page. My usual reading pace was not the same as the pace I was reading it as, so it felt like it was taking me longer because I do nothing but read pretty much, so I'm very well acquainted with my reading pace. And it's usually about a page a minute, and it was taking longer. Anyway, so that's what I'm trying to say. By there being a lot of words on the page, I really enjoyed the story. I really enjoyed the book. It just felt really long. Anyway, so book 2 is like a lot bigger. This is a brick. This is like the size. This is big. This is basically the size of Kingdom of Ash. It feels like. I'm not even joking. It's nearly the size of Kingdom of Ash. Like, this book is nearly 1,000 pages. Although I've managed to read this, so I can read this. So yeah, this one is The Throne of Broken Gods, which by Amber Nicole, which is book 2 in the Gods and Monsters series. So I'm shocked that book 2 is this big, quite frankly. So the first book was about, I want to say it was 600 pages or so. This one's like 760. And it feels, but I'm looking forward to finishing this series. Well, I say finishing. There's only 3 out of 6 books out currently. The 4th book comes out in September or October, I think it's September. Anyway, so obviously I also got book 3, which is The Dawn of the Cursed Queen, which is significantly smaller. However, it's still like 670 pages. So really not that much smaller. So yeah, I also got these 2. I am looking forward to continuing this series. I don't know when I'm going to do that, but I have them now, so I can. I might space it out a little bit so that, because I feel like if I read this book is so big, I don't know if I'm going to want to go on straight to like another book that's nearly as big. So if I read this book, give it a little while, then read this book, give it a little while, then the 4th book will be out. So I haven't decided how I'm going to read them yet. So yeah, those are the 6 books I got recently. I'm trying to be better. I started out this year being so much better about not buying loads of books. And then I don't know what happened, but there was a couple months in the middle there. May, really, I think I bought quite a lot in May. In fact, I can tell you because I have obviously every book I've bought written down. Yeah, April and May, I don't know what it was. January, I also bought quite a lot in January. February, didn't buy many, and 3 of them I'd already read. March, didn't buy any, well done me. April, yeah, a lot in April, a lot in May, a lot in January. February, March, and then obviously now I think this is June. We're not doing too bad, but I'm trying to be a little bit better. But also buying books and reading books are 2 separate hobbies, and both fulfill me in different ways, and both are needed. Okay, that's it for this section of the video. We will move swiftly on to the next one. Okay, so I thought for the last part of this Doing Bookish Things video, we could pick out the books I'm going to take with me on holiday. I'm away in the country in a log cabin from like Monday to Friday. So I can get a lot of reading done then. So I'm going to take 5 books. I'm going to take 5 books. As if I could do bed mine on the Friday, we'll leave at 10. We have to check out at 10. So it's like 4 days. I'm expecting 5 books, but you never know. You never know. Okay, so the books I'm thinking of. Let's have a look at what my summer TBR is first. This, I only picked 6 months because I have not been able to check off a full list yet of my winter or spring TBR. So I thought if I picked 6, that's not too bad, okay? So I've already read Great Big Beautiful Life. We've got The Rule Book by Sarah Adams, Ministry of Time by Kellyanne Bradley, The Convenience Store by the Sea by Sonoko Machida, The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren, and Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune. One of these ones I definitely want to take. Okay, I'm not going to the seaside. I'm not going to be near a body of water as far as I'm aware. I'm going to be in a log cabin. But I'm really feeling like I want to take The Convenience Store by the Sea because it's Japanese fiction. It's cozy Japanese fiction because there's a cat on the cover, and that means it's cozy. And it just sounds really sweet. And it looks, I can see this scene in an anime, like I don't know why. And then the bike on the back, I don't know. It's making me want to watch anime for some reason actually. So I think, oh yeah, this shop's called Tenderness as well. So I definitely want to take The Convenience Store by the Sea. Okay, we've also just done my July TBR, and in that we've picked Meet Me at the Lake and The Paradise Problem. So I could do one of these as well. I'm leaning more towards The Paradise Problem, I think, because I've been very, very, very much looking forward to this book since last year when it was released. So yeah. Okay, we're 2 books down, 3 books left to pick. What am I gonna pick? I don't know. I am tempted to take this, but then that's like 3 books. I mean, it's like 2. So I'm gonna want to annotate this one because I annotated the first one as well. So I don't want to take anything I'm gonna annotate anyway. Okay, I think I'm gonna take Between Love and Loathing by Shane Rose because I need to continue this series. I think there's only 4 and that it's completed. And I do own books 3 and 4 as well. So I'm trying to get through the series I'm in the middle of. This one will be a nice, quick, easy one. It's a nice billionaire romance. This is the one I saw first, but I read Between Something and Betrayal. Between Commitment and Betrayal because it was the first one. But this is the one I saw on TikTok where she spends a lot of money on his card. The bank calls him and is like, "You've had this much spent here and this much spent here," and he's like, "It's just my wife having a like hissy fit," not hissy fit. Put it through. So I have been wanting to read this for a while. Okay, we want 2 more. Okay, for something a little bit different because we've got a bunch of romances, and this is a romance as well technically, but it's a fantasy. Let's go for Enchantra by Kaylee Smith because again, continuing a series, and it's just going to be something a little bit different to break up the romance, even though there's romance in this. Okay, one more. And to be honest, I'm going to take my Kindle as well. I don't know how much I think I'm going to be reading, but apparently I think I'm going to be reading 2 books a day at this rate. Anyway, I'm going to go for this one because it's fitting. If I'm going to be in a log cabin in the woods, we're going to go with Out of the Woods by Hannah Bonham Young because it's nice and short. And I read Out on a Limb, was it last year now? And I did really, really enjoy it. So this follows her friend from the Facebook and they're already together. This is second chance romance and they haven't even broken up yet. And like I said, they're in the woods. It's fitting. This is the TBR. We've got 3 romances, a fantasy and a contemporary cozy Japanese fiction. This is a nice little stack. It's very blue. If I put this one down here, it's very blue. Yeah. Okay, these are the books I'm going to take with me on my holiday. I am also going to take my Kindle, let's be real. So this is the holiday TBR. I'm not necessarily going to read all of these, but they're the options. And that's very exciting. Okay, and with that, I'm going to end this video. I hope you enjoyed watching me do various bookish things. I'm going to maybe do these like once a month, possibly. I don't know. I'll do them as often as I feel like I can. Let me know if you enjoyed them though by liking the video. Subscribe if you haven't already down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!